we're in the final stages of creating our montage. We have all 9 images. Hopefully you will have flattened them all, which means you've discarded all the other layers so that whichever one we click here just has a background. It's just one image. All of them 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters, 240 dots per square inch. Okay, let's create a new document. File, new blank file. Now the dimensions for this, we want roughly, let's go to centimeters, and we want to do 26 by 26. Make sure the resolution is the same as your other images at 240 per square inch, and press OK. Now we want some help in putting over these images, so we view the grid. Let's put the grid on. In order to help us even more, let's go to Photoshop Elements Preferences, go to Guides, Grid and Slices, and let's change the grid line to every 0.5 centimeters. Press OK. So we've got a smaller grid to work with. Now we're at 25%, that's fine. Let's start to drag our images over. Now I'm going to do this on purpose. This won't work, but if you drag the images from the thumbnails here, they resize differently. We're not sure why this happens, it just does. So let's Control Z that to undo. Instead, what we need to do is to go to each image and select all, copy, then go back to our grid and paste. There's lots of shortcuts for this. I'll tell you those in a minute. And then what we do is we line up. There's an easier way to do this. We go back to our background, go to a contrasting colour. That purple will do just nicely, and let's fill the background in. We can always change it back to white later, but while we're putting our images over, it makes us see things a lot clearly. Go back to the Move tool, and here you can see, as long as you've got Snap turned on, let me go to View, Snap to Guides and Grid, as long as you've got those turned on, we should be fine. Now each of these 2 little blocks here on either side is 0.5 centimeter, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So let's make sure that, there we are, right there. Okay, let's go to our next image, which is this one. Command A, Command C to copy, and Command V to paste. I'm going to do all of these, be back in a tick. Okay, so I've put all those in the grid now. Let's go back to our background and change the colour back to white with our paint bucket. So just click there, and there we have the white background with all our images inside. Let's turn the grid off, and there's our montage. Now let's go to Image, Resize and Canvas Size. We want to change the canvas size to more A3 dimensions. So the width would be 29.7 and the height would be 42 centimeters. And that should be, change the canvas extension color to white just to make sure, and then we press OK. And that now is an A3 size montage. The only thing left to do now is to flatten the images. So let's flatten these layers because we've got too many. Let's flatten image. Should take a little bit of time because there are a few layers, and that's it. Now you can see over here we've got one background, and that is all ready to print. A3 size, 240 pixels per square inch, and there's our montage. Thanks very much for joining me for this tutorial. Hope to see you next time.